Hey, no views yet. I'm a late by a minute or so. Fix my hair nice. So, as the title says, 1 million views. Did not think it was going to be possible because not even months ago I was like 60,000 off. And I tried doing the math and it seemed like an impossible goal. Anyway, yeah, 1 million views. That's pretty awesome. And it's all thanks to my, you say, loyal followers, I guess. Keep getting questions about Derbian again. I wish. Two things. Derbian's hair is pretty much dead. Derby pops up every once in a while and fails. I think there's some stuff going on in Tucson, but those guys hit too hard. Anyways, so yeah, this came about last night of the oddest times because I was couldn't sleep last night. I was worried about this page because it's unfortunately without the demolition derby stuff, it is suffering. It is kind of dying down. So I got up in 3 a.m. decided to see if there's anything I could possibly do in other aspects. Use the whatever, how you say analyst thing to see what's being watched and what's not being watched, non-derby wise. And that's what I noticed, that I had made it to the 1 million view mark. So anyways, one cool thing I did notice is, as for subscribers never leave any negative comments or negative even thumbs down. You guys are loyal as hell, it seems like. So that's cool. Thank you very much for that. It seemed like it was actually two people that were thumbs downing and negative all the time. So I see people popping in and out, but like, yeah, this is boring. Sorry. Anyways, yep. So that's freaking awesome. I don't know if it means anything special. There used to be a rumor in the early days when I started that if you got to 1 million views, if you're on the monetized thing, which you might as well do the monetized thing because YouTube's going to put ads on your stuff anyways. You might as well be getting paid. As for new YouTubers, I noticed a guy named Demolition for Life. He's got a pretty cool page. I've been checking that out. And I noticed Demolition's Missions is now kicking my butt. I started almost exactly a year before him. He's at 6 million views, which is 6 times more than I got, and he has 7 times more followers. I'm over the 2,000 mark. He's over the 14,000 mark. But then again, at the same time, I have 300 videos. He has 900 videos. So that makes a huge difference. Also a good channel to check out. I don't know if he's doing much, but you can follow him on Facebook. There's a guy named Nick Landacre. He mostly does Fords. He's built some competitive GMs, but he does some amazing crap. He's on the style of me where you don't store buy nothing, just make it out of whatever you can find, or sometimes he'll spend money on good steel, but I've seen sometimes he'll just take anything he can find and make shit work, which is pretty awesome. About the only thing I got going on. Oh, you do see the derby motor back there. Need to get that finished. But so all I got on is here. Can't point. More Volkswagen stuff. I'm trying to get this old 1200. Probably gonna get the big bore kit that makes it a 1500 since it doesn't cost me much more money. You see my 64 over here. I need to get on that. But I'm going to try and get the 65 I have that I was going to restore just to try and make a profit off of, and now I'm just like, maybe I'll just get it running, make it a driver, and just sell it that way. My friend was here last night. I got a Volkswagen Beam I'm working on for him, and of course he noticed That's his motor, by the way. I'm building that for him. But then if you turn around this way, we have, you can barely see it under this thing. Where's my finger to point? Right under here is a Pontiac 400 tri-power sitting next to a 351, sitting next to a Ford 302, sitting next to a Buick 350. And that's just on this side. On the other side, there's a Pontiac 350 that's going to go into the 1941 Pontiac. I'd have to sadly say I sold a 68 Galaxy. It just wasn't too cool of a project to keep going with, even though I'm a big fan of Gone in 60 Seconds, so that is gone. The Pacer will be going to, since I can't off-road, it's bad for my back, the Pacer will go into the guy that technically bought it for me, and then I paid him for it, the guy that I'm doing all this work for, and that's his Derby motor. He's a huge AMC Pacer guy, so he'll be taking that to Superior, Arizona, where he bought a warehouse to store 10,000 cars. That's another thing. Since yesterday, I was just spirit of the moment over at an old guy's house that has a crazy amount of rare historic cars and oddballs like that Swedish Mollwag riot vehicle. So I think a good idea, since I got my phone with me. My phone's a better camera than my fancy digital camera I bought anymore, so I will switch off. Will that change it? No, it's locked. So they will switch off the remember to use my phone to take these videos of these bizarre vehicles he has. I'll probably go back to that site and show you some more stuff he's got. He's got a freeway. He's got a getting dizzy. Me too. He's got a failed guy tried to make miniature fiberglass Hummers. You may have seen him one time. He probably be shaking it too, ain't I? Yeah, so he's got one of those. He's got a Russian original, like what supposedly was Volkswagen suit over some weird rear engine huge car. A lot of those. I forget what they're called. Somebody here will figure it out. I always forget. Anyways, he got a bunch of bizarre stuff there, so I'll probably go next time I'm going to these places. I'll try and remember to show you some of these bizarre collections I go see on a daily basis picking up stuff. I was just there getting a fender for the 77 Ford. That seems to be a popular video series, so I'll keep with that. I don't know when I'm going to get the big motor built for it. It's rusting away in the yard over there. I should probably maybe drag that into the garage here. You know, that's kind of more important than these rusty. Actually, you know what? I got two 302s over there too. So I don't know why I got these rusty motors sitting in the garage in a nice 460 laying in the dirt. I'm an idiot. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. I think. Let's see here. I got 4 bugs, so you're gonna see a lot of bug stuff. 264s, a 65, the 73 I drive on a daily basis. Which plans for the Super Beetle are: I bought a dash. I'm gonna restore it myself. The dash, some spray foam, and glue some vinyl to it. I got some crazy old ATS 1970s custom 5-spoke-ish aluminums I'm gonna put on it. I might once I get the tires and wheels and the suspension aligned, I'm gonna see how it fits in the wheel wells, and I will probably lower it if it doesn't look right, just because that'd be fun. I have a also back behind this stuff, buddy dropped off a 1914 that popped the head and a cylinder and piston on it, so I might do a down and dirty, run it till it blows up 1914 that I can switch. No, sorry, don't derby anymore there. I have arthritis bad. I let it go too far. Like, I didn't know I had it. I'm only 45. You wouldn't expect that you'd get bad arthritis. But if you check, I do have like hundreds of how-to videos and stuff. Also don't derby because there's really no derbies in Arizona anymore, unfortunately. So I guess it's good that I can't derby anymore. But then the bad thing is they got this new thing, demo cross, where you take stock cars, bone stock cars, and race them on an off-road course. That is freaking awesome. I want to try and get in with the guy because he kind of limits your access to it. So it'd be nice if I could get in there and shoot that with as many GoPros as I could steal, beg, borrow, and steal to load up as many cars. It was fun. It was really fun. I took some pretty nasty hits in that. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, when you get some speed up and they allow to hit you full speed, it's a pretty good hit, but it's also a hell of a lot of fun. I might help my buddy continue to build cars for that. He competes in it. I didn't get the chance to do very well on that. I will try and do... Yeah, that's a good idea. I actually... in fact, Steve Himikuda. I wonder if I know you. But anyways, yeah, I will gladly do that. Anybody wants any tips, help? I have hardly sponsored a car here. I like to sponsor that Democross. Put my name all over that. So yeah, and yeah, I was thinking about reaching out to budding Demolition Derby YouTubers and helping them out, get their channels going. I've learned a lot doing this. And I don't mention the comedy channel because most people are like, your comedy sucks. It does. It doesn't matter. But what I've learned from doing this since 2008 is how to slowly build an audience. So I can use that on that, but I could also teach some guys that are maybe don't have the followings and that to how you can slowly build your YouTube channel up the hard way. So not that mine's like anything super good, but I make free money, so, and then don't do much, so isn't free money better than no money? I agree with myself. So yeah, I don't know, rambling on for 12 minutes. I gotta cut off by 20 because that's the average attention span of people. I don't know, but yeah, you can always reach out to me on anything you need to know about. I'm not an expert. I'm just a self-taught. I do know cars up to a point. I know classic cars, S&2. That is what I do for a living. I guess I should mention that. I don't shoot anything at work because it's just messy, do everything wrong, that I struggle with every day, but I manage to turn out good cars. So that's how I know old cars from restoration for many years. Usually when somebody asks me a question like, is this a good derby car? It may be a good derby car, but it's always a car I didn't run. Like, we were surprised when we ran and other people say these things are great, but if you never touched one, you don't know. Mercury Mark V, that thing was a beast, bone stock against fully welded cars. So I wish I would have known that earlier when those things were like a penny, and I would have tried one. But yeah, it was a pretty good beast. Plus it had a 460 in it, so you had tons of power. So, anywho, let's see, anything else? I don't really think so. So, once again, thanks for 1,000,000 views. We'll see what the future of this channel is. Any suggestions? Somebody says build hot rods. I am actually doing that. The 41, it's sort of a rat rod Mad Max thing. I need to really get back on that. That's why I'm kind of cleaning the garage out today, so I can get to the core support that needs to be welded and the aluminum radiator needs to put in, and at least take the fragile stuff out of the garage and install it on the car. The van is kind of a boring project. I bought this van. More live stuff, huh? Oh yeah. I guess I should show you around. You don't see there. You can see the first derby car I ever built myself. Sponsored by a Cadillac dealership. That was actually not a Cadillac. I made a fake Cadillac. It was an '85 Caprice. And as you can tell by the hood, the car didn't do so well. That was like first day almost kind of stuff. So yeah, I will do that. The van I was starting to talk about it's like a bazaar. It was already like done Mad Max style. Not really. It's just some wacky '70s stuff, and that's only going to be something we sleep in. I'm going to tow it up to where we camp in the middle of absolute nowhere where it's hard to get to, and yeah, put a bed in it, camp primitive style for the Mad Max event that's up there, which is called Detonation at Uranium Springs. So if anybody is a crazy Mad Max fan, there you go. It's like the Wasteland Weekend, but smaller, more relaxed, more, I don't know if the other places are friendly, but it's definitely a tight-knit community. You're allowed to shoot guns and blow stuff up, so that makes it fun. I would do videos out of there, but I'd have to like bring a bunch of memory cards or something, because there's no internet up there, so you're not going live up there. I think it's enough rambling. So biggest thanks for everyone that helped me build this to a 1,000,000 view channel. I'm not killing it. Like I always said, if I win $1 million, we'll start building flying school buses or something crazy, and I'll find some other stunt person to drive these things. Probably could find plenty of you that do it. So like I always say, see ya.